Sunny 93.3. Thank you so much for listening on a Thursday. I've got a guest joining me in the studio here. I've got Jeff Harding with Prairie Real Estate Group. How you doing, sir?
Hey, John. How are you?
Very good. It's always nice to visit with you. We talk on Thursdays and we talk on Mondays, and this is something we just started a short while ago. But one of the things that I want to talk about today is not all realtors are the same, right?
Well, that's true. It's like any industry. I mean, you've got people who are really good and excel at what they do, and then maybe there's other folks that don't. And that's not unique to real estate.
I think that's kind of how it is with everything. But when you are trying to make the decision who to list your home with, you want to get somebody that's going to list that home and hopefully at the right price. You know, if they list it too low, then all of a sudden it sells really fast, but then you've probably left money on the table. If they list it too high and it doesn't sell, that's not good either, right?
That's true. I mean, you've got to understand when you list your home for sale, you're entering a competition in this marketplace, and you want your home to sell, but you don't want to short value your home. You want to know that you're getting what that home's worth.
And the details that one is putting into that listing probably vary greatly based on the person asking the questions, which would be somebody like you.
Well, that's true. I mean, we describe Prairie Real Estate Group as a boutique real estate firm, and it's not just a cliche term. I mean, we look at some of these little things that we try to do differently. One of the things you'll really notice is, you know, well, you and Heidi know you've been looking at homes online. You've seen a lot of different listings and how people describe properties. And in most cases, they start off telling you this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,200 square foot. I mean, it's all nuts and bolts.
It's all the facts, but none of the stuff that probably matters more.
If you want to get top value for your home, then you've got to do just that. You've got to build value in your home. And what I would propose to you is if I was to ask you, as a client who wants to sell their home, John, what did you love most about your home when you lived there? We'd probably be hearing you say things like, well, I loved that on summer nights me and Heidi could go for a walk, and within blocks we'd be at an ice cream shop, or there was a place we'd go have drinks out on a deck, or there was a little lake close by. And every home is unique, and its neighborhood is what's going to build that extra value. So when we list a home, we always start off with something that draws that mental image that makes your home different than everybody else's. It may be the fire pit in the backyard that you and your family sat around and shared so many nights around that fire, and how important that was to you. We're going to mention that in the listing. That may be what we lead off with in the listing. Check out this great home with a beautiful fire pit in the backyard for those family evenings. And then we'll go in and talk about the nuts and bolts of your house.
Absolutely, because the nuts and bolts matter, but it's, you know, all that other stuff. Like if I were going to talk about my neighborhood, and one of my favorite things right now, all that big heavy snow we got yesterday, my neighbors were out there clearing it away for me. I'm like, that's the kind of thing, you probably can't put that in a listing, can you? But boy, you can't beat having amazing neighbors, though.
Well, if you live in a neighborhood or an HOA that does a block party every summer, or maybe they have a Christmas get-together or something, we definitely want to mention that this home is in an active neighborhood. There are people that find real value in that. They want to be a part of an active neighborhood like that. So we certainly would want to mention it in a listing. Probably one of the most key things that most realtors don't do is focus on those things that you love about your home, because a prospective buyer who may consider looking at your home, when they make their short list for this Saturday of the 4 or 5 homes they want to go look at, we want your home to be on the top of that list. We want them to have that mental picture they drew when they read the description of your home and said, I need to see that backyard, or I want to see what that neighborhood looks like.
Absolutely. If you're looking for a realtor, I can't suggest anybody any more than this guy I'm sitting here with right here. Jeff has been very patient with my wife and I. I think we've looked at every home on the market, some of them twice.
I love that your wife is so keen, and she will let me know of a home that came on the market And I'll look at the time of listings, and it will be literally like 5 minutes before she called me.
I was like, how do you even sleep? I don't know what you do. But it's really, really cool. If somebody is looking for a realtor, whether they're trying to list their home and get the most for it, or if they're looking to buy a home, how do they get a hold of you?
They can call me at 605-521-3000, or we can go to prairierealestategroup.com. That's prairierealestategroup.com.
Jeff, thank you again, sir.
Thank you for having us.
Jeff Harding from Prairie Real Estate Group, and we've got a link to them on our page as well at sunnyradio.com.